Hmm. Greetings, boys. Today's video, we will talk about one of the biggest things that has happened to India. That is Bollywood or film industry. In the beginning, Bollywood was like other industries, trying to be and pretend to be a nice guy. But as soon as people started getting addicted to it, it started showing its true colors. My biggest problem with Bollywood is that it exposes children to nudity and adultery at a very young age. It corrupts the minds of young girls with the idea of feminism. It promotes the use of makeup, yoga pants, hair extension, push-up bras, and whatnot. Now, you see how much problem do I have with Bollywood. It's like one of the most top rated enemies in my life. You will ask, truth, what about Bollywood? What about Hollywood then? Well, boys, that's even a big of a deal because I consider it to be a mother body of all film industries around the world. If local directors and producers don't come up with a good story for a film, then simply what they do is copy a story of a Hollywood film with a bit of Hindi music, and here it is, the movie is ready to be launched at the box office. So if you look at some of the short films or pro-feminist advertisements which Bollywood has created and which I will be posting the links down below in the description on how fucked up has the female mentality in India has gone. Oh, and yes, hear this out. There is a law coming against marital rape. Marital rape means a man can only touch his wife when she permits him to do so. So you cannot go opposed to your wife's wishes. You have to stay loyal to her like a puppy, whether she would allow you to touch her or not. Depending on that, you will react to your wife. Which also means you will be punished or even jailed if you want to have sex with your wife, even if she refuses to. This is something that today's modern Indian women are using to blackmail the man and his family members. As you see, more than half of filed rape cases being false, one should ask a question as to why will a man get married in a situation where chances are that he is going to lose everything. But still, looking at all these odds, there are beta males who wish to get married someday somewhere to some dried up pussy. Bollywood, which is promoting pop culture, extramarital affairs, nightclubs, drugs, and alcohol, has ruined the traditional marriage practices that used to exist in India. In the 1980s, there were two divorce courts in New Delhi, the capital of India. Today, there are almost close to 20 divorce courts in New Delhi. That is how much the divorce industry has been on the rise. And considering such facts, even I wish that I may pursue a career in being a divorce lawyer because I think people will make a lot of money if they get into this business. And what better of an idea would be for a MGTOW to work for himself as an advocate and knowing so much about female psychology and female nature, you could explain to your clients as to why they should get divorced and help them with the alimony, and you can even place good, decent arguments in front of the judge who is handling the case so that your client gets the least amount of punishment possible. This way, you can help other men as well as you can feed your stomach way better than you would do in any other case. So that's that. Let's move forwards. In certain situation, all I do is try to study. All I do is try to stay happy. I do study, but there's ultimately a thing about being happy, and I focus on getting my work done on time. There are certain times when I feel sorry for some of my own family members, aka one of my cousins who had a divorce, and couple of more cousins that are about to have sooner or later, due to their egoistic wives who can't do shit on their own and at the end blame their husbands, neglecting the fact that they themselves are full of shit and can't even boil a fucking potato. That is how worthless today's women are. But do check the couple of videos that I will link in the description. You will literally throw your beer bottle on your screen. It is so much crap, but do watch so that you get a decent amount of understanding of what I'm talking about. If I had a choice, I would have wished to be born in the post-World War II era, when India used to be a third world country. In that era, people were poor, there was no internet, but at least their morals were strong enough. There was something called humanity back then, and this is what I hear. This is what I have been hearing from my parents and grandparents and all other elders that have said me the same thing. But this is the story for a different day. Bollywood was a good guy back then, as I said. Even short clothing was opposed by the general public, and there were strict laws on what the children were to be shown on television. Unfortunately, things change, and so do we. Today, you look at box office collection of Bollywood movies. A movie with good social message or a biography on a freedom fighter, a sports player, or any other kind of movie gets less amount of profits compared to a movie that has a love story with nudity, pop culture, and couple of sex scenes does generate a lot of money compared to the other ones that I just talked about. This is the reason why I call Bollywood a cancer. But enough talked about the problems. Even you guys know how bad Bollywood is. And yes, I know there is a good side to it, but still, it is in minority. Like in men, we MGTOWs are minority. Let's talk about what you can do as a person in such an environment. You as a man can literally have a choice in this world, whether what to watch and what not to watch. To be more specific, make your choices right, like I have spoken in my previous videos. What I do is that I make a list every year in the beginning of the movies that I'm going to watch, and rest I don't even watch anything out of it. Let me share with you some of the movies that I am interested in watching this year in 2017. all are Hollywood movies because Indian cinema, when it comes to movies, in these couple of years has been full of shit. So, Bollywood movies, in my opinion, have been worthless, just leaving one or two outside. So, what I'm going to be watching this year is Logan, Ghost in the Shell, World War Z 2, Transformers The Last Night, Saw The Legacy, etc. etc. So, as you see, my list of movies is simple and there is no love story or bullshit in it. So, as teens in my country are being spoiled and 12, 13-year-olds are getting pregnant by your Western lifestyle and thinking, watching pornography and trying to imitate the same moves with young girls in their schools or colleges has created a havoc in India. You don't believe how bad the situation is? Just come to India and sit with some of the school children somewhere around the country and just listen to their mentality on how they look at women, how they look at the world, and how they look at sex. You will come to know what is up in here. And that's the reason why I am so selective about things and people. That is the reason why I always think before doing anything or taking any action in my life. That is how much precise I like to be in my life. And I wish people should also be in theirs if they really want to succeed and be someone that millions would look up to in the future. That is what this channel's goal is, and that is what even my goal is to do for you. My heart aches as to why in the land of Gandhi such things are taking place. That's all for now, boys. Let me know about your thoughts on this subject in the comments down below. I will be sharing true stories of beta males and alpha males that I have experienced, which will give you an idea as to what should be your approach towards life and women. That's all I had to say for now, boys. Have a good day. Peace out.